This is exercise 3 from the easiest way to learn the tarot ever. This is a fun little exercise that asks you to look at two cards and find easy commonalities. So here we have the Fool and the High Priestess. Do they have anything in common? And if you find that they don't have a lot of things in common, go the other route and try to find out how they are drastically different. For example, he is outdoors, she could be presumably indoors. He is off, he's not just standing, he's off moving where she's sitting. He is considered to be foolish or in folly as he traipses along, potentially off a cliff. She sits here wisely, not doing anything. So I don't see a lot of commonalities in these cards as much as I see disparities in them. This will become incredibly important when we get to the advanced lessons out of the Advanced Tarot Secrets book. Next we have the Empress and the Emperor. Well, we could say mother and father, the commonality there, they're both authority figures. We could say that they're both sitting, but that's kind of obvious. We could look at them both being as outdoors, but specifically, all of the trump cards, I believe, without, it's top of my head, I believe they're all outdoors, so that doesn't really help. And most of the action in the tarot cards happens outdoors. So the outdoors versus indoors argument isn't quite that strong. So the disparity, very barren terrain, very dry, and this is very lush and fertile. This is harsh, tyrannical, Saturnian, some would say Aryan, but I'm going to say more Saturnian masculinity. And I say that because I kind of know my astrology. And this is very, it's got a Venusian sign here, it's got the Venus sign, it's like Venus. It really isn't Venus, this is a moon card. So we might have Saturn and the moon. If we want the sun, look at more to Helios. That would be from a chariot. Alright, let's take a look at these two cards. Well, neither one of them is involved in physical action, and they both seem to be preoccupied with something that's distant from them. They are very unhappy with circumstances that have transpired, and he is watching the events unfold because the ships are sailing out to sea, which means that the launching of the ships and his part of that has transpired previously. So both of these involve with reactions to previous events, and also they are occupied with things that are distant to them, not right in front of them. For example, she's not paying attention to all the swords that she has. She's got quite a sword collection. Next we have the Knight of Pentacles, or coins. Pentacles is Greek for coins. And we have the Ten of Pentacles as well. Well, they both deal with practical issues. Money is a very practical issue. The suit of coins. Specifically, I like the way that the main characters are both seated, not just the fact that they are seated, but this particular gentleman is not moving, his horse isn't moving. You can even look at it and say maybe that oak has grown on his head, it's how long he's been there. Not moving, not budging. This old guy here is not moving and not budging, nor does he have to. As a matter of fact, he has a secretary or a manservant there to keep people from bothering him. Even his daughter, perhaps. Alright, these two particular cards, well, they're both fives, if you want to look at that. They both seem to involve conflict, in the sense that all drama is conflict. Here we have, I'm very upset. I'm a leper, because he's got the little bell, and I'm destitute. And here we have conflict. Now, this is said to be sport or play, but it does look rather chaotic, where everybody's, look at me, I'm looking at you, hey, look at me, I got a stick, or does my stick measure up? Very chaotic, so neither one of these represents a harmony or unity. So all we're doing is we're practicing looking at each card and finding out where the connection or disparity is, because we want to learn how the cards interact with each other. Here are two cards here. These both could indicate a gift. The Page of Cups is often said to be proposing or offering something, and here we have the so-called hand of God going, hey, here's a big coin. But also, we could look at the Ace of Pentacles. We have a hand that's cupping the coin, and here the fish has a comfy cup in which to reside. We have the Seven of Swords and the Nine of Wands. Well, these are both issues that involve security. Here's the guard and here's the thief. The Seven of Cups and the Eight of Cups. Well, let's see, what do we have in common here? They both have a lot of cups. No, they both involve choices. This man has made a choice to get the hell out of Dodge, and this person is facing choices. Also, the cups are neatly arranged in both images. Other than that, we don't see the front of the person. In this particular case, we both see the backs of the figures. The face, unlike, let's say, either one of these two cards here, where the, I am, even though I do use these cards, I am very careful with them. The face of, well, here, even here, let's drag it out. Let's add the Page of Cups. There we go. So here we see this person's face, person's face, person's face. That gives the card more personality, where it makes it more personality driven. Here, in these two particular cards, the face, race, gender, anything about that person is far less important than the action or the circumstances they're facing. Here I am tired of all of this, or I'm leaving home. I'm leaving all of these cups. I'm searching my adventure. There's got to be something else. Here, oh, I have an options. Maybe we could say that this leads to this, which is a different exercise. Let's see. We could say he's going on, and then, oh, look, he's confronted with all these choices. But anyways, that's exercise 3. We'll do one more. The World versus the Page of Pentacles. They both seem very happy. He is very content that he has his coin. He's very worshipful. She is an object to be worshipped, being the fifth element, nature, nirvana. Notice that she's separate and distinct from this world. It's a yoni portal. She's got the seraphim around her. They're both alone and happy. They both involve the worship of circular objects. And lest I go too far, I'm leaving that one alone. So thank you very much. We'll come back for exercise 4.